Welcome to the PFS podcast. We are Paller Financial Services and are going to be covering various financial topics and current events. Mark Mogle here for Paller Financial. My colleague Mark Paller has been traveling to see our clients in the Western United States, and I thought it might be fun to hear about his trip. Mark, where did you go?
Well, we take care of clients all over the United States, from Seattle, Washington to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And periodically, we'll travel to catch up and make sure we're on plan. This trip took me from Denver to Portland, then to Oakland, Phoenix, Albuquerque, and back to Denver. Each plane was full, the airports were busy, and much of the time, we treat the people that we serve to a meal. I can tell you that the restaurants were busy as well. Everyone was in good spirits, happy, healthy, and looking forward to their future plans.
Did you see anything interesting or noteworthy?
Two things come to mind. When I was in the Bay Area, I went to a farmer's market in Sausalito. The vegetables, fruits, music, and art were wonderful. But one thing caught my eye that I couldn't believe. It was a personal aircraft by Pivotal known as Helix. It looks like a little airplane that is battery-powered for one person. As I remember, it has a current flight time of around 20 minutes and costs about $190,000. The other memorable item was when I was in Phoenix and I was driving down the road. A white SUV was in front of me with a spaceship-looking device on the roof and rotating monitoring sensors on each corner. I was a bit frustrated because the driver was going the exact speed limit, which was 40. And it seemed like they were being overly conservative. So it got my curiosity up, and I decided to get in the other lane to see who was driving. As I peeked over, there was no one in the car. It was totally empty. Astonished, I asked the folks I was visiting and found out it was a self-driving taxi cab by Waymo. I guess they are competing with Uber and have a license in the Phoenix area to operate.
Peter Lynch, who used to manage the Fidelity Contra Fund, used to find investment opportunities by walking around shopping malls. By observation, did you come to any conclusions?
Well, if our economy is 2/3 to 70% driven by consumer purchases, and all the airports were busy, the airlines were full, and it seemed that the restaurants were doing fine. Not to say that everything is perfect, but it appears that the overall economy is just fine. There are some cool things that are going on that don't seem to make the news. Self-driving taxis and personal commuting battery-powered aircraft are just a couple of them. The innovation in this country is unbelievable, and I'm sure that every industry is innovating and creating new ways of doing things. Even though there are a lot of doomsdayers out there, the world continues to turn and the opportunities are bountiful. Being mindful and having a long-term perspective will enable all of us to enjoy the potential of the future.
Thank you, Mr. Paller.
The information presented is not intended to constitute advice. We relied on sources we believe to be bona fide and accurate. Each person is responsible for exercising independent judgment in determining whether the information provided is appropriate for themselves.